Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, welcome to your new reading. We'll have a look if we get any advice, guidance, or messages for you this time around. As always, this is a timeless reading, it's general. So whenever you come across this, there'll be a message here, there'll be something that resonates. Take from it what you need when you need it. We're going to look at 6 cards from the Osho Zen Tarot, which is an unusual tarot. It's very spiritual, very artistic. And at the end, we'll look at Wild Unknown Archetypes. 1 card. Okay. Sagittarius Collective. Let's start you. See the beautiful colors of these cards, vibrations. Gorgeous, aren't they? Okay, starting off with integration. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Male-female balance, yin-yang, healing, transformation, seeing things from a higher perspective, the diamond of clarity, so you can see things as they should be shown to you. And we have a swan. Well, swans are faithful. Swans are the king of the birds, or the emperor of the birds. We have a sun, we have a moon. So integration of your male and female side. You can see 2 different sides here. Assertive, dreamy, intuitive, decisive, and whatever you feel is male-female energy. So, morality. Oh, this is interesting here. It's just come up in the middle. Wow, yeah. Morality, old constructs, old concepts, conditionings from childhood, from the past. Old conditioning, old habits, they don't have room in your life anymore to free yourself from these preconceived ideas, this prejudice, these fixed opinions. This morality does nothing but bring you down, and it stops you from progressing. Something stopping you, something inside you, a belief, something that you, like moralistic stance. You also feel like an outsider here with the number 5, but we can see that door's not really locked. I think you just move the chain from this peg here and it'll be gone. But you feel that is your prison. Your self-imposed prison, your moralistic stance is stopping you from progressing right now. Sagittarius, it could be a religious belief, it could be something that's been instilled from childhood. So as you're trying to integrate the new you, the higher self, the higher awareness, the higher expanding consciousness, we can see which is what we can see clearly from this card. There are things that are stopping you from achieving certain spiritual heights, certain clarifications, certain guidance in the right direction. We have laziness. Oh dear, oh dear. Laziness is not usually something I associate with Sagittarians, but this could be a spiritual laziness. This could be the laziness of the mind rather than the body. But, you know, they're all connected. You're choosing to stay in your corner. You have all this floor here that you can cover, all this experiences that you could make, that new knowledge, new wisdom. But you're pushing yourself into your little corner and the glass around you is breaking because you're pushing too hard backwards. Too far into the past. Thunderbolt, morality causes the Tower moment. Yeah. Tower here is depicted as you or a person meditating. People falling all around you. Moral constraints, old conditionings, concepts. You need to break through the old pattern barrier. You need to become the master. The master's calling you and you need to become the master. Master wants you to integrate your true authentic self. Master wants you to let go of the old patterns, the old habits, the old constructs, the fixed opinions, because they don't serve you anymore. You need to come to terms with your new personality. You're being highly guided, protected, in the right direction. The master is the spiritual master, of course. This is your higher. Again, we see your higher self, your higher inner self, your masterful self. This is what you could become if you weren't so hung up on the moral concepts, on things that you think you ought to be doing rather than things that you need to be doing to become someone who's in control of their life. Someone who knows who they are and who knows what to do. That's an interesting reading for a Sagittarian. Oh. We have the kiss. This is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes, called the kiss. There's partial eclipse of the sun. That means there's partial eclipse of your mind. But we can see that clearly you're eclipsed by the old patterns that you are not sure that you should be leaving or you should be breaking through. It could be part laziness, it could be part self-imposed restriction, self-imposed what do you call that? The boundaries. You have hemmed yourself into a certain spiritual boundary from which you're very difficult to be breaking out of. It's becoming very difficult. Kiss. You're looking to hold on to someone, the master, your higher self. You want your higher self to come through. Partial eclipse of the sun, the optimism, the positivity, the strength that you should have is not coming through. Because you are blocking it. You are blocking it. No one else is blocking it. Oh, this is a very difficult reading, Sagittarius. I'm sorry about this. But, you know, I'm only the reader, I'm only the interpreter, and these are the cards that came up for you. So, you need to process your changes. Come to terms that you need to shed your skin like a snake. In order to heal, you need to take a break, take some time out, replenish your energies. So you can then connect with your higher self. The kiss is the kiss of let's say the kiss that Snow White gets to come to life again. That sort of kiss. It's the kiss of life. 50, that's a 60 up here, that's a 6. Yeah, that's... You need to see the balance between the material and the spiritual. You need to come to terms with your imperfection. You don't need to be perfect. You're perfect as you are. Integrate your spiritual balance that you want, that wants to break through. But you're stopping it, you're holding back. And then, of course, the divine brings you the Tower. Things come down anyway, and then things become more painful when we don't go with the changes, if we don't go with the flow now and again, if we just rely on our learned concepts and conditionings and our old habits and stay in our old habits. It's our own fault if we don't progress. But, you know, here's the integration, here's the master. This is what you can achieve, this is what you should achieve. And there needs to be a new chapter, a new beginning for you. You need to have a rethink about your beliefs. Your beliefs about yourself, your outward beliefs, perhaps there's some sort of religion, religious beliefs that are holding you back, but not necessarily. But yes, you need to overhaul the thinking process. And you need to open a path to your spirituality, which obviously wants to come through here. And things are becoming more and more uncomfortable around you. The call to change is becoming ever louder. So it's like it starts off as a whisper, and then it talks, and then it starts to talk loud, and then it shouts, and then all of a sudden it screams. And I think you're near the screaming stage, when the message becomes so loud you cannot possibly ignore it anymore. And that's when we finally recognize that we need to do this, that we need to change, that we need to make adjustments in our life. Otherwise, life is going to be stuck. It's not going to be moving on. It's going to be boring. Our options, our opportunities are going to be limited. And you're not going to reach your potential or your power that you should be reaching. This power, the master power, which is clearly within you, needs to come out. It is shouting. It's shouting really. It's going to, you're just one of those loud hailers very soon. You need to, if you want to drown it out, you need to wear earplugs. So, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. It's been a pleasure reading for you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.